Yesterday we have seen these topics, right? What are software and its types, and what is software testing and software quality? What is the difference between project and product? Actually, why do we need testing? And what is the difference between error, bug, failure, and why the software has bugs, and why to choose the testing job? These are the basic concepts you learned yesterday class. In today's class, we can see the software development lifecycle and their models. But before going to the model, can someone tell what is meant by error, what is meant by bug, and what is meant by failure? Who attended for yesterday class? What is the difference between error, bug, and failure? No one. What is the difference between error, bug, and failure? Okay. Let's go to the today topics. Today topics are what are Sdlc and what are their models. And today we are going to discuss waterfall model and spiral model. What are the advantages and disadvantages of the model, and the difference between service and product based companies, and what are the definitions among them. You can see these four topics. These four topics are very important for the manual tester. You people should know what is meant by software development life cycle. Without software development life cycle, you can't be into the software company. You should know what is meant by software development life cycle flow. Okay. As a human, we are having some life cycle, right? We will born as a child, baby, and then become child, and then become a teenager, then become adult, right? Like that, our life cycle will be there. But like that, for the software also, we are having a. Can you please speak a little bit? Okay. Are you guys not getting my voice?
Yes, it is audible, Raju, from
Okay, fine, fine. And let's see what is meant by software development side. It is a procedure to develop the software. Okay, if you want to do anything, you should follow some process, right? If you want to develop a software, you should follow this software development life cycle. In name itself is showing that it is a life cycle which is used at the time of developing the software. Okay, it is a procedure to develop the software, and it is a process of creating systems or software. Systems are nothing but software only. Okay, systems are nothing but softwares or product. For example, we are calling this laptop as a system, right? So this laptop is also one of the product, right? If you, for example, you are calling it as like what I can say, you are buying a mobile, you are buying a power bank, right? So all these are products. Within the products, we are having software. Without software, the products won't work, right? That is, it is a process of creating systems or software. And by using models and methodologies that people use it to develop these systems. By using some models, they will develop the software. Okay. Here, what you are getting from the software development lifecycle. Software development lifecycle is a life cycle used while developing the software. But while developing the software, we should follow some rules and uh, restrictions, right? Some protocols we need to follow while developing the software. That protocols can be discussed in the form of models. Okay. Total two models are there. Here you can see. First one is sequential model, and second one is iterative model. In sequential model, we are having waterfall model and V model, and iterative model, we are having spiral, SL, and prototype. But in the today class, we are going to see what is meant by waterfall model, what is meant by spiral model. Okay. Yes. This is a waterfall model. Waterfall model is a tradition model. Actually, we are having now this generation is everything is updated, but in previous thing everything will be traditional, right? Which follows like dressing style or cooking style, whatever it is, everything is traditional. Like that in testing industry also, now the trend is agile model. But whenever that agile model coming up, didn't came to the picture, the most of the people are using the waterfall model and spiral model. Okay. Of course, nowadays also few people are using the waterfall model. Like nowadays also few people will follow the dressing style of tradition. Like that only in the software industry also few people which projects are helpful to do in the waterfall model. They are using the waterfall model only. It is a traditional model and it is a sequential design process often used in the software development lifecycle in which a progress is seen as following steadily downwards like a waterfall. Here, how you can see how the waterfall looks like. Here, I will show one diagram. Waterfall looks like this, right? Once the water fall from the first step to second step, then this water can't revert back again, right? Like that, once this first phase is completed, once it came to the second phase, you can't, you don't have possibility to go back. You have to go down only. Okay, that is the drawback with the waterfall model. Okay, let's see what are the phases available in the waterfall model, waterfall software development lifecycle model, SDLC model. The first one is um, requirement collection, and second one is feasibility study, and third one is design, and fourth one is coding, and fifth one is testing, and sixth one is installation. What is meant by installation? Can anyone tell? I already explained software development lifecycle at the time of demo, right? What is installation here? Guys, please speak out. I'm frankly telling that my classes are totally interactive. You people should speak out whenever I'm asking the question. Okay, but it will help you a lot at the time of interview if you are habituated to answer the questions when I'm asking. What is a installation phase? What will happen here?
Downloading the software which is developed.
Yes, exactly. Downloading, deployment, all these things. If it is the .exe files or like that applications which were downloaded in the desktop, then we can calling it as a download. Or else if you developed any web application but you want to make it into the live, then what you need to do? You should deploy it into the any of the environment like Amazon cloud or else Google cloud or else Azure, any one of the cloud you can deploy it, right? So that is called installation. Okay, mainly what you need to remember is if anyone asks you what is meant by software development life cycle, it is a life cycle used at the time of developing the software. But while developing the software, we are using the some SDLC models. Total, we are having two types of SDLC models. The first one is sequential model, and second one is iterative model. In sequential model, we can take an example of waterfall model and verification and V model. In an iterative model, we can take an example of spiral model and agile model. Are you getting my point or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the phases are requirement analysis, feasibility study, design, coding, testing, deployment or installation or maintenance. Everyone should tell this answer. Okay. Uh, uh, at the time of any class, I will ask what is mean, what are the phases available in SDLC. Everyone should by heart this answer. It's very important. Okay, what are the phases? Requirement analysis, feasibility study, design, coding, testing, deployment or installation, and maintenance. Okay, randomly I will ask this SDLC on any class. You should remember this. Okay, let's see first. The first what they face requirement collection. In requirement collection, what will happen? Yesterday I said that the requirement collection is nothing but the business analyst will collect the requirement uh, uh, gathering from the customer, right? As I said that the customer can be prepared the CRS document. It is nothing but customer requirement specification. Once the customer is prepared that it will be converted into the software requirement specification with the help of software architects and business analysts. Here you can see. requirement collection done by the business analyst and product analyst. Product analyst is nothing but product owner. Gathering requirements. How to gather the requirements? Translate business language into software language. Nothing but CRS document into SRS document. For example, let us consider the example of a banking software. Okay, you once this requirement collection and requirement gathering is done, collection or gathering both are same. Okay, don't confuse about here. You mentioned the two headings. Okay, both are same. Requirement collection and requirement gathering both are same. Let us take an example of banking software. For example, you are going to start a new bank, a new private bank. At that time, what is your initial requirement? You have to register that company, and later you have to, if you want to register the company, that government will ask one online application for you, right? So at that time, what you will do, you will reach a software company to make sure to develop the application for you, right? So at that time, you need to tell all the requirements to the business analyst and product owner. Then whenever you set that all the requirements, they will convert the CRS into SRS, right? That process is called requirement collection. And next one is feasibility study. Once the requirement specification is taken, they will study that requirements, whether all the requirements are possible or not. Okay, whether those requirements can be feasible to work on it or not. All these things will be discussed in the feasibility study. Who did feasibility study? Feasibility study will deal by the project manager, business analyst, architecture, finance, HR, developers. Apart from testers, all are included in the feasibility study. Okay, let's see who is architect. Architect is a person tells whether the product can be developed, and if yes, then which technology is suited to develop it. This is called architect. What we are checking in the feasibility: technical feasibility, financial feasibility, resource feasibility. These are the things we are going to discuss at the time of feasibility. Okay, there are two stages in the design. What is the next phase after the feasibility? What is the next phase? Are you guys getting my audio or not? Please respond.
Yes, we are getting. Is it design?
Yes. Next one is design. Total two stages of designs are there. First one is high level design and second one is low level design. High level design is nothing but just they will give how it looks. Let us take an example of apartment. Initially they will show how the apartment looks like after the development, right? After the construction, they will give the overview, front side and the side view and top view. These things will be given. That is called high level design. Low level design is nothing but inside the rooms, what is the length, where is the kitchen, where is the bedroom, all these things will be given. That is the in-depth level design. That is called low level design. Okay, here high level design is done by the architects and low level design is done by the senior developers. And next one is coding. Once the design is done, coding will be coming to the picture. For example, same apartment example, once the design is done, the builder will start constructing the apartment as per the design, right? Like that, once the design is done, we are going to start a coding. Is nothing but programming. It will be done by the all the developers, whether the developer is senior or the developer is junior, whether the developer is a fresher, whoever it is, everyone is involved in the coding programming. Okay, and the next one is testing. Once the coding part is done, what will happen? The testing will come into the picture. Who will do testing? Done by the test engineers. The manual or automation, whoever it is, the testers will work on the testing phase. And it is a process of checking for all defects and rectifying it. Then it is called as a testing phase. And next one is installation. Installation is nothing but done by the installation engineers, like deployment engineers. Okay, to install that product at the client place for using after the software has been developed and tested. For example, Consider the example of software to be developed and installed at Reliance Mart. Okay, in the Reliance Mart, we are having a billing software, right? Is it? That billing software was developed, and later the deployment team will come into the Reliance Marts and they will install the software in their systems in the Reliance Mart. That is called the installation. Once the installation is completed, what you need to do? Maintenance. Maintenance is nothing but same example here you can see. Here the customer uses the product, he finds certain bugs and defects and send the product back for the error correction and bug fixing. Okay, these things can be included in the maintenance. Actually 100% testing is not possible for any skilled tester. Even you are skilled tester, 100% testing is not possible because the way tester test the product is different from the customer use the product. Okay, you are testing the application, but the customer may use in the different aspects, right? That is called maintenance. Are you guys clear about the waterfall model? How it's going? What is the drawback of waterfall model?
We cannot revert.
Okay, that's it. Anything else? Who is involved in the requirement analysis in the waterfall model?
Business
Architecture.
analyst.
Except testers.
Someone said except tester. It's wrong. Actually, I said that requirement collection can be done only business analyst and
Business
product owner.
analyst and customer.
Who is involved in development phase?
Architecture and developer, senior developer.
No, it's wrong. In development phase, only developers, juniors, and freshers. Only these members can be involved in it. Architecture will not involved in the development. They will give the architecture structure of that code. That's it. Okay. Followed in installation or deployment. Who involved in deployment phase? Deployment engineers,
Yeah.
DevOps engineer, or else installation engineer will be involved. Okay. This is called about the waterfall model. And what is the difference between service-based companies and product-based companies? Did anyone tell? Anyone know what is the major difference between service-based and product-based, like Google and TCS?
Yeah.
The product is used by multiple customers, which is called product.
Okay.
It is used for only a specific customer, then it is a
Yes, what you said is correct. Yesterday I already explained the project versus product, right? If
yes,
the
sir.
company is developing the products, we are calling it as a product company. If your company is developing the projects, then we are calling it as a service-based company like TCS. TCS is developing software for some government authorities applications like IRCTC and all these things. So they are developing the projects to the specific customer. So we are calling it as the TCS as a service-based company. But coming to the product company, let's take an example of Google. They developed the GPay application. It was developed for the multiple users. That is the Google application only, Google product only, but it will be used by the multiple users. That's why we're calling it as a product-based company. Okay, this is a major difference between service-based and product-based companies. Are you guys getting the difference between service and product-based? Are you guys getting or not?
Yes.
Okay. And next, let's see when to use the SDLC waterfall model. Waterfall model will be used when the requirements are not changed frequently. Because the requirements are changed frequently, we can't revert back again, right? So that's why if the requirements are not changing in the project, then we can use the SDLC waterfall model. Application is not complex and not big. If the application is short, then only we can go with the SDLC model. If requirements are clear, environment is stable, and technology tools are not dynamic, and resources are well trained, then only we can use the SDLC waterfall model. The next one, we can see the advantages and disadvantages. Let's see this 5 minutes for these differences. I will ask the questions on it. What are the advantages and disadvantages of waterfall model? Total 4 points are there, 6 points are there here. I will ask questions on it. Let's see. Because if you know the differences on it, then only you will get it. Other models. What is the difference between waterfall and all these things? Okay. Are you guys get the differences between the waterfall model? What are the advantages and disadvantages? Have you understand? Guys, have you understand the advantages and disadvantages? May I ask the questions on it? Bharati, Hari, Shikhar, Rupesh, Saujanya, Shruti. Okay. Why we are using the waterfall model? In what areas we are using the waterfall model?
So when the customer requirements not changing frequently, in that time we can use waterfall model.
Okay. And why we are not using the waterfall model?
If any issue is again we have to, like it cannot be fixed at the same time. Again we have to start it from first.
Yes, here you can see. Before the next phase of development, each phase must be completed. Okay, that is the advantage. You will not do any partial work. You will do entire complete work for the every phase, because you already know that once that is complete, once you it's not completed, it's not possible to revert back again. You already know that issue. That's why you will complete that phase early as possible. That is advantage, right? So disadvantage is error can be fixed only that during phase. For example, if you get an error at the time of development phase, but once the development is done, we'll move to the testing phase. It's not possible to fix on it, right? That is called disadvantage. Suited for small projects and it's not desirable for complex projects. The same points what you see in here will be there in these boxes, advantages and disadvantages. Okay. And next model is spiral model. How many types of spiral models are there? Sorry, how many types of Sdlc models are there?
Two types.
What are they?
Sequential models, iterative models.
Give an example for the iterative model.
Spiral and agile.
Yes, spiral, agile, prototype, and all these things comes under the iterative model. The mainly we are going to discuss on the spiral and agile. But in the current market, the most of the companies, 99% of the companies are using the agile model only. Okay. But before going to the model, just see this notation. What is RA? What is DA? What is CA? Okay. R is nothing but requirement analysis. D is nothing but design. C is nothing but coding. T is nothing but testing. Okay, just remember these notations. RA is means requirement analysis of module A. Is nothing but the spiral model is in the form of modules. Total, there is a project. In that project is segregated into the 4 modules: module A, module B, module C, module D. Like that, actually we are having requirement analysis, design, coding and testing. It will be done for the entire project, right? But coming to the spiral model, this entire testing life cycle until testing will be done iteratively. For the module A it will be done, for the module B it will done. For example, the requirements which is required for the module A will collected first. Later we can do designing for only module A. Later we can do coding for only module B. Later we are going to do testing for only module A. Okay. Are you guys clear about RA, DA, CA, TA? Clear or not? What is meant by RA, DA, CA and TA? Similarly, we are writing here also, similarly with RB, RC, RD, DB, DC, DD, CB, CC, DD, TB, TCD. Okay. In spiral model, the software product is developed in small modules. Let us consider the figure shown below in developing software for product X. This is the software product X. Okay, we are having design, coding, testing, and requirement collection. So what is going here? The R will be there, design will be there, coding will be there, and testing will be there. The spaces will be looks like this. Okay, and here you people have to understand how the testing is going. For example, if you want to, of course, you are seeing all these things: requirement analysis and designing, coding, and testing. But where your work starts here? In which phase? In which phase your work starts? Please speak out.
Design of the module.
No. What course you are learning? Testing or design?
Testing.
Right. So what is
Yeah.
your main objective? What is your main role? Testing, right? Is it?
Yeah.
Your work is starts from testing only. Why I'm telling all this requirement, design, and coding? Because you have to know what are the phases available in it. That's why I'm telling. Actually, you no need to worry and no need to bother about all the phases. Your work is only on the testing part. Okay, clear? Here, if you want to test a module day, what are the things you need to do? The requirements of the module is collected first, and then the module is designed, and then the coding of module A is done. After the testing is done for the module A. Now we are done with the module A. Later, what you need to do? You have to do the module B. How to do testing for module B? Once the module A has been built, we start the same process for module B, right? But while testing module B, we test these three conditions. What are these three conditions? We have to test the module B, we have to test the integration of module B with A, and we have to test the module A also. Because why you are testing module A? Can anyone tell? Because this is the module B concept, right? But why you are testing module A? Because we are integrating the module B with A. Okay, let us take an example of a login page and sign up page. It's nothing but registration page and login page, right? So first, if you want to implement the login page, what you need to implement? Sign up page. If you are already registered user, then only you are able to sign in the login application, right? So these two things are interlinked. First, you have to develop the sign up page, and later you have to develop the which page? Login page. So here that registration page is module A, login page is module B, right? Once that registration page is completed, after the login page is completed, the both will be integrated. Then again you need to check the login functionality, registration functionality, and integration functionality. The integration functionality is nothing but you are registered with your details. Are you getting a login with those details or not? That is the integration testing. Are you guys clear about the module B? If you have any doubts, you can ask me now regarding the module A and module B in spiral model. No doubt, Bharati, Hari, Shekhar, Rupesh, Saujanya, Shruti. Everything is clear till now? Please speak out, guys. No one responding.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. What about others? It's clear. Once again, I am telling no one is responding. Whenever asking the question, please try to respond. Get habituated to that first. Whatever course you are learning, it doesn't matter. Whenever one person is asking a question, please respond back, whatever it is. Don't be sit idle. No use if you are sitting idle. If you know all the concepts, but you don't know that confidence to speak out at the time of interview, what is the use of learning the courses? Nothing, right? Okay. Let's go to the module C. Module C, after building the module way. Once the A, B modules are built, then we are starting constructing the module C for the same process. Then what are the conditions we need to test for the module C? Test module C, B, A individually, and later test for integration of C and B, test for integration of C and A, test for integration of A and B. All these integration we need to test, and thus the cycle continues for different models. Okay, now we are done till C, and once the C is done, again we are go with the D. After that we are going to test the D and C, D and B, D and A. Like that we are going to test all the functionalities. This is how it happened here. This spiral will go so on infinite loop based on the requirements. The requirements are increasing, it will be go on. We don't know when it will end. That is the major drawback from the spiral model, but it is cost effective. But we can find the bugs as early as possible in the spiral model. Here you can see the software is produced early in the software life cycle, and risk handling is one of the important advantage. What is the risk handling? Whenever you get the more bugs, then the application will get more quality, right? So whenever you find more bugs at that phase of testing, then it will be more. And third one is flexibility in requirements. In this model, we can easily change requirements at later phases. Okay, this is the problem in waterfall model. It was overcome in the spiral model. It is good for large and complex projects. Same, this is also disadvantage in waterfall model. It was overcome here. Okay, all the disadvantages will be overcome in spiral model, which are disadvantages in the waterfall model. And what are the disadvantages of spiral model? It is not suitable for small projects because it's cost effective. It is much more complex than the Sdlc models. Yes, of course, because the complexity is more, because every time we are testing all the modules, more man resources required to test, right? These things are called as spiral model. Clear about the spiral model? Just now I said, again you are sitting idle, no one responding. I'm not sure whether you are getting my voice or not.
Yes, sir, we are getting your voice.
But why you guys are not responding? Please respond. It will help you a lot at the time of interviews. For example, if the interviewer asks what is meant by software development lifecycle, if you simply sit like this, then will they accept you in the interview? Will they accept? They won't accept,
No.
right? Simply they will ignore. They will reject your profile, right? Is it? That's why I'm asking the questions. That's why I have given time to read that advantages and disadvantages also. Because you guys are not listening properly. Whenever I'm telling, whenever I'm asking the questions, no one is responding first. Okay, you guys have to respond, then only you will get I will get it whether you are getting that point or not. If you're not getting that point, I will give another example and will make you to understand. I hope you are getting my intention why I'm asking the question.
Yes, yes.
Again everyone is silent. Whatever things I am telling, again you are following same your rule, silence rule, right? What about you, Bharati, Harish, Shekhar, Rupesh, Saujanya, Shruti? What are the topics you learned for today? What are the topics you seen till yesterday and today? The basic concepts, what you remember. Still same thing, same rule you are following.
What is software? Software types. What is error, bug?
Okay.
Waterfall model. What is SDLC? Agile model.
Okay.
What are the advantages and disadvantages in waterfall model?
Okay. Okay. Anyway, actually, in the today class, a lot of breaks are there. No one is responding. That's why I have given some time to take all the advantages and disadvantages. I'm requesting you all guys from tomorrow onwards, please be active. Okay. Actually, total 1 hour class. Out of 1 hour, we are joining at 6:05, right? Every day. So total 55 minutes are there. Because so out of 55 minutes, I will close 5 minutes before only, right? So then total 50 minutes are there. Out of 50 minutes, until the manual course complete, I will take 40 minutes to explain the concept and last 10 minutes to ask the questions. Okay. Please listen that 40 minutes class very carefully. By the end of the class, I will take 10 minutes and I will ask you guys to questions. What are the concepts you learn in particular class? I will ask the questions and I will give some quizzes in the chat box. Like I will ask 4 or 5 questions in the quiz box. You have to answer for it and I will score for that. By that I know how you learned. Are you getting my point or not? From tomorrow onwards, I am going to short some quiz sessions in the everyday class. Total 50 minutes class is there. Out of 50 minutes, I am going to discuss 40 minutes class and will allocate that remaining 10 minutes for the quizzes to know how much you are learning. Are you getting my point? Until the
Yes.
manual class is completed.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Not possible to allocate the time to give the quizzes on the automation testing. With the automation testing are having the huge concepts. So if you want to be interactive with me, then you have to be in the manual testing world. Once the automation testing classes are started, even I am not able to ask a few questions in the automation because we are having less time. In that we have to cover more concepts. Right? Are you guys getting my point? What I'm telling?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, the topic is completed. Tomorrow we are going to see these topics. Very, very important topics. V model and Agile model. This Agile model is very, very important. So don't miss this class tomorrow. Okay, because Agile model is now every company. Even if you are applying for the jobs after the completion of this course, they will ask what is meant by Agile model only. They won't ask Waterfall and V model. Of course, few companies may ask the previous traditional models. At that time, you can answer. I already explained that Waterfall, right? If you know the basic thing that it can't revert back, that one definition will help you a lot to answer the Waterfall model question. Okay, V model and Agile model. Next one is advantages and disadvantages of models. Okay, V model and Agile model, advantages, disadvantages. What is the difference between Agile and Waterfall model? And Agile model, I have designed a very good notes because now the current trend is using Agile method, right? So I have created a very good material for the Agile methodology. Here you can see what are the pages in Agile model and how many methods are there. Mostly this Scrum is a method mostly used in all companies, but few companies may use Crystal and all these things. Okay, what is Scrum? Who is Scrum Master? Who is Scrum team? And what are the DSDM techniques, FDD techniques? And all these things are explained very, very clearly, guys. So please try to attend the tomorrow class. Don't miss the class tomorrow. Okay. This is all about the today session. Are you guys have any doubt on the today class or about the interviews attending or are guys applying for the jobs? Any doubts on it? Again, no one is speaking.
No, Raj. I think we need to go through the recording again. From my side, I'm speaking.
Yes, not only about the class. If you have any doubt apart from the class also, you can ask. I will help you to answer your questions. We are having 5 more minutes.
Yeah, sure. So we are going to learn automation testing with Java, right? Selenium with Java.
Yes, yes.
So, how much Java we need to learn for that? Of course, you are going to say, but I'm eager to know about it clearly. Like,
Yesterday you attended the class, right? I already shared the syllabus. That syllabus is almost more than enough. It's 60 to 50 to 60% of the Java concepts is covered in it.
okay,
Those concepts are more than fine. I'm going to teach the concepts only which are helpful to do the automation only, not entire concepts.
okay,
Okay, that concept too also it's from basics only. What is mean by variable, what is mean by data type, what is mean by class, what is mean by object, and all these things will be covered.
okay, 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 Ajay. But what we are going to do exactly? Like, are we going to write any code, or we need to cut and paste in the testing tool, or what?
Sorry, I didn't get your point.
No, as a testers, are we need to write some code, or we need to just cut and paste? Like,
No, as a tester, if you are the manual tester, no need to write any code. If you are applying for the automation tester, you should write the code. It's nothing but that code is written for the scripts, like running the test case. For example, this is the test case. If I click the file button, this file things will be opened. How I am doing this thing? I'm doing this thing manually. Are
okay,
you getting the screen which I'm
yeah,
sharing? I
yeah,
click
yeah,
on the button. This is open. This is manual testing. But if you want to do automation testing, you have to tell the machine to click on this file button. After that, this pop-up will be exist. So for that,
yeah,
how you need to tell the machine through the code only, right?
yes,
So that is called coding for the tester.
okay,
You will learn it. I will help you a lot
yeah,
on the
yeah,
automation
yeah,
testing regarding the how to automate the drop down option, how to automate the buttons, how to automate the username, text boxes, check boxes, and I will give an overview. You can practice your own applications also, like automating Facebook, Instagram. You can automate those applications also. Okay.
yeah,
But I am explaining a basic application. I have one demo application. I will explain all the functionalities in that application. If you want to implement those things in any of your real-time applications, you can implement on it, like Instagram and Facebook. Because it's not possible to automate Facebook and Instagram on the live, right? All the confidential data is available. That's why I won't show it in the class, but I will show how to automate the concepts, functionalities, username, password, login button, drop down, and all these things in the real time. Clear?
yeah, clear, Raj. Thank you.
Any other doubts?
Raj, regarding sessions, like yesterday we
Okay.
have received the email. So how to download them?
Actually, everyone received the recordings yesterday, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You haven't received, Harish?
No, I just received the link. So
Yes.
through the link, there is some procedure mentioned, like we have to
You have to.
we have to open it, and yeah, I didn't try it. So today I'll try, and if there is any issue, tomorrow I'll
I
ask.
didn't get your point, Harish. Actually, your institute person asked me recording session in the yesterday morning. I already shared that link also. Okay, from today onwards, I will share that link in directly in the group. Already your
Oh,
institute person created a group, right? I will share in that group. Simply you can clicking that link and download and make it in your local mission. Okay, you have to install it in the 24 hours, otherwise that video will be expired.
yeah. That will help me. Yeah, thank you.
That is the condition only. You have to install it in the 24 hours. As
Oh,
early as possible, you guys have to install the recording sessions. Of course, it's not much required for the manual testing. Recording sessions are not much helpful because I already given the notes to you, right? So I'm sharing the notes. It's not, of course, if you want to maintain the recordings for manual also, you can maintain, but not much required as per my knowledge. So, but automation testing concepts are very, very important. Please make sure to download those recordings. Okay.
Yes.
Clear, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Then we can good to close the session, right? We can start tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Raj. Thank
Thank
you.
you all for joining. There may be a little bit disturbance in the today class. Make sure, please don't make it in the tomorrow session. Okay. So please try to be in the active in the from tomorrow class onwards. As I said that out of 50 minutes, we'll take a 40 minutes class and 10 minutes quiz session every day. Okay? I will score for your quizzes also. Who will, let's see who will get good marks. Okay. Clear?
Yeah, clear, Raj.
Okay. Thank you all for joining. Is there possibility to change the timings to 6:30 to 7:30? Sorry, Saujanya. Actually, I have a class from 7 to 9. But after the September first week, we can move. We can move the class timings. We can change the class timings
Okay,
after
sir.
the September first week. Okay.
Okay.
Because that batch classes will be completed by September first week.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Is it fine for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Thank you. Thank you all.
What is the next class timings? Maybe 6:30 to 7:30, Raj?
Next class timings. What class?
Meaning that you are just you would like to move this class to 6:30 to 7:30?
We'll discuss about the timings because the I have another batch from 7 to 9. The classes will completed by September 3rd or 4th.
Okay.
Once the classes are completed, I am free from 7 to 9 slot. Then we can change this slot and I will start new batch at 6 o'clock.
Oh,
Clear?
for me, yeah. For me, it is best slot. What are we doing now? Okay.
Okay. Anyway, I will change only half an hour or 20 minutes slot only difference. Okay?
Yeah,
No.
then it is fine.
Okay. Thank you all for joining.
Yeah.
We'll
Thank
see you all
We'll
again
discuss
tomorrow.
about it. Yeah.
Thank you all.